These are the three ways to navigate without using a compass. First is using the shadow stick method during the day. First thing that we need to do is to find a straight stick that is 2 feet long. A straight stick at least 2 feet or 0.61 meter long will cast a clean visible shadow so you can find your direction. The thickness of the stick can vary, but something around 0.5 inches or 1.3 centimeters should work in most situations. If the sky is overcast, a thicker stick can help cast a more visible shadow. Next is that we need to poke the stick into flat, clean ground. We should insert the stick so it's standing straight up. Notice how the stick casts a shadow? That's the shadow we'll use to find our direction. Use rocks or dirt to keep the stick standing up straight. It is important that the shadow is cast on flat ground, free of grass and other vegetation. If the ground is uneven or grassy, the shadow will be distorted. Next is that we should put a rock at the end of the shadow. This rock marks the shadow's original location. Mark the original location because as the sun moves across the sky, the shadow will move too. Since the sun moves across the sky east to west, it's casting a shadow on the opposite side. And then let's wait for 20 minutes. This allows enough time for the sun to move across the sky. If the shadow hasn't visibly moved enough after 20 minutes, let's wait another 10 minutes. If we have no way to keep time, then just keep an eye on the shadow. When we see that it's moved, you can mark the new location and proceed. Now we can mark the shadow's new location. As the sun moves, the shadow will move east. So we will put a rock at the end of the shadow to mark its new location. After that, we should draw a straight line between the rocks. Since the sun is moving west across the sky, the shadow's new location will be further east. Connecting these two rocks creates an east-west line, the first step in finding which way north is. Next thing that we need to do is we should mark a W on the original location, which stands for west, and an E on the new location, which stands for east side. This creates a compass, so we shouldn't forget which side is which. We should remember that the directions in the compass are north, east, south, and west in a clockwise direction. And lastly, we should put our right foot on the E side and our left foot on the W side to find north. When we're in this position, our front will be facing north and our back will be facing south. This completes the compass. The north we're facing is the true north because we've used the sun rather than the Earth's magnetic field. Second way is the method finding the North Star in the northern hemisphere. First, we need to locate the Big Dipper constellation. So we should connect the dots or locate the points to find the constellation. This constellation, also known as Ursa Major, is the key to finding the North Star or the Polaris, the star that shows us where true north is in the northern hemisphere. Next is that we should find the outer edge of the Big Dipper. The outer edge, what looks like the end of a spoon, is made up of 2 stars. These stars are known as pointers because they literally point towards the North Star. And then we should draw an imaginary line outward from the pointer stars. This line should extend through the top of the spoon. The North Star sits at the end of this line. After locating the North Star, we should stand facing the North Star. When we're facing the North Star, we're facing now the true north. We can now use this knowledge to figure out the other directions. We should remember that if we're facing north, the other directions from right to left are east, south, and west. Third way is the use of needle compass. In this method, we should first rub the needle on the silk material for about 100 times in order for static electricity to build up and create a magnetic charge. After that, we should place the leaf delicately on the cup of water, and then we will place the needle on top of the leaf. If there is no wind, the needle should orient in a north-south axis toward magnetic north. The thicker end of the needle will favor the northern direction.